In this video, we're going to be talking about the rifle that I've just got rid of. We have to talk about something very sad-ish. What I swapped it for and why. There's a lot of reasons, personal reasons as well. And what my plans are for this new kit. Probably not going to go on the rats with it today because I don't trust it on the rats, if I'm honest. Yeah, that's probably, yeah. So stick around and see how it panned out for me. Welcome to or welcome back to the channel, whichever one it is. As always, I'm just very glad that you're here. Now, I've tried to make this video once before, so I'm not going to say too much here in the car right now. I went out to my friend Huson's farm to try out a new piece of kit. I've made half of a video, so you're going to get that bit now. Catch up with where it all got left off. So you go and have a look at that, and I'm going to drive up to Huson's farm, and I'll see you there after you've already caught up with what I've already done previously in another video. It didn't work out as well as I hoped it did, and so on and so forth. Something like that. Cheers then. Right, guys. What's going on? What's he doing? Be on YouTube. It's your YouTube. You do exactly what you want with it. I'm at my friend Hudson's farm. He's very kindly lent me a corner over here, 25 meters, because I've got something very special that I want to be trying out today. But first of all, we have to talk about something very sad-ish, and that is the passing on of a very dear friend of mine, my S510R from Air Arms. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why did he get rid of that one? Well, the point is, there's a lot of reasons, personal reasons as well. My eldest daughter, Mia, is heavily pregnant with my second grandchild, and she lives 100 miles away. So I needed to figure out a way to be able to get up there and back more efficiently with the price of fuel and stuff like that. So Bryn very kindly traded my S510R for this, for a couple of other bits that you'll see in another video, and this. This is a Lyra K, a Reximex Lyra K. Now this is a Reximex Lyra K in .25 caliber. Now I've never had a .25 caliber rifle. What I want to do is zero this Zulus V2 at 25 meters, and then I'm gonna try and get it out on the rats, because I think that as a .25 caliber, this should be absolutely destructive on the rats. I'll show you the setup. Let's have a look. Hudson very kindly lent me this table so I can sit here. Well, I've used the Zulus V2, I've used the laser rangefinder to laser rangefind this here, all the way back to here. Solid backstop at 25 meters. Hi puppies, bless them. I'm going to get myself set up. I'm going to clean the barrel out on that Lyra K because it's brand spanking new, never been used. So let's get the gunk out that barrel. Right. So the pull-through kit that I've been using is this. And this was made by my friend Nick Gilchrist, and you can get these from Celtic Guns. He's made these himself, and I got to be honest, I have tried a couple of different pull-through kits now, and this one, what he's done is there's a rod that goes through there. Look. The string's looped up around that rod, so you've got a hell of a lot of pull on there, and it uses its own sleeve in there to poke itself through. But what I didn't take into consideration was this is a .25, so when it comes to using the little wadding that you pull through, yeah, it took a little bit more, this one. I was having to put 3 of them through at a time. Definitely worth doing. Definitely. Like I said, this Lyra K is brand spanking new out the box, so you're going to be using it for the first time with me today. But just to let you know, in the box comes a single shot loader, selection of your standard tools, some extra grub screws and bits and pieces just like that. 2 10-shot magazines, because it's in .25, it's a 10-shot magazine. Now this is the most interesting part for me, and this is where I want to get on my soapbox for just a second. This is the fill probe. You'll all recognise this, because this is a quick release Foster fitting, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I've got the name of it wrong, you will know what this is. Why haven't they all got that? Why don't they just all have one of them? On the bottom of here, it's just a fitting that all of us have. That's sensible, isn't it? That's more sensible. I'm just saying. This, everyone. Come on, do that. Just saying. Right, so, got some targets set up down there. The pellets that I'm going to be using, I was advised to try these, the Diablo Fields. And these are 25.4 grain. 25.4 grain. Sounds like a lot. Forgot my magazine. Hold on. So these are 10-shot magazines. You spin the top around against the spring. See, it's spring loaded. All the way around to the last position. Put your pellet in and then move it around. Sequentially putting them in. So I'm going to try first. I'm going to try these Diablo King .25s. So keen for this today. This is 25.39 grain. 7, 14, 21, 8, 16, 24. 3 times the size of a 177 pellet. People going, obviously adds. Obviously, I've got to let it in a bit. It's, like I said, brand spanking new. Really keen. So what I've done is I put a target up with a splat target on it. I'm not going to be shooting at that one too often, but I just want to know where I am range-wise. So let's go on to the Zulus a little bit here. So let's just laser range find that a second. So the LRF is telling me 25 metres bang on. You can see that yourselves, look. Right, first shot. Let's have a look. Right, that's a hell of a lob, isn't it? Okay, so I need to move right over. Don't know what I've done here. I didn't press exit. Right, I think I balls that up, to be honest. Right, so I need to come down a little touch. I'm going to zero this, so I'll get back to you. Chance would be a fine thing. I spent hours and hundreds of pellets trying to figure out why I couldn't get this rifle to stay consistent. 1 minute it grouped, the next minute it didn't. I was losing my patience fast. Right. In the interest of honesty and full disclosure, out the box, it's not been the most fun. I've taken it apart. We've cleaned it out. There was a lot of sawdust inside it. A lot of where they haven't even just blown the stock out, if that makes sense. So the sawdust that was in there, that was in the mechanism, causing it to be a little bit grindy. Now, it's got a 250 bar fill. It's very sporadic from 250 down to 200 bar. I'm at 200 bar now. So what I'm going to do is just give it a little go and see whether or not it's holding any kind of a zero. Because as it stands, it's just not holding a zero at all. It seems very inconsistent, and that's not what I need for pest control. I'm not asking it to shoot the centers out of bench rest targets. I just need it to shoot within a sort of a stamp area. One of the commemorative stamps as well, you know, a decent size one. It's had a fair few through it as well now. Right, so we're at 200 bar fill, bang on 200. I've been peppering targets at the minute, but let's have a little look. I'm going to go for that little hole at the top there a minute. Right, so it's slightly low. Stick with that point of aim. Okay. Right. Okay. Right, let's see if I can get a bit of a zero on that now. I can't record the zero while I'm doing it, but bear with me a second. I think I've been I've been putting it all the way up to 250 bar and thinking like a regulated rifle, just thinking it should do it, and it hasn't. It just hasn't. It's been incredibly inconsistent. We're still around 11.4, 11.6, so that's not bad. Start recording again. Put a new hole here. See, that's shooting high now. Come on. Like, maybe I've just done the zero wrong, but let's just put another hole here. Right, let's aim for that one. Maybe I just zeroed it wrong. If we've got a pattern here, then if it's consistent, then happy days, but okay. Do you know what, Hudson? I think after battle is the fill. It's a 250 bar fill. From 250 down to 200 is a sack of crap. I'm at 200 now, and I mean, it's not the tightest of groups in the world, but they are staying consistent on foot poundage. And from 250 bar, I've just done one magazine, and well, let's just turn this off. We're going to go have a look. You just wait there a minute. Hudson's on his DRS. It's a FX DRS, walnut stock. Absolute. What's the scope, Hudson?
This is a Hick light, I believe.
Yeah. It's very clear for it. I've never looked for a Hick before, but I just had a go on it, and I absolutely, yeah, very, very clear as a bell. And he's on some chalk targets down there. Beast. Add that one. Add that. Ah, ain't messing around with them, is it? That's what caliber's that? 2.2? 2.2. I've just dropped something down here now. So that's a 2.2 FX DRS. He's got a slug liner in it. He's shooting the Pro Hunter slugs in .22, 17.8 grain. Smacking them at 25. Right, it hasn't been easy. Me and Hudson have been trying to figure this out now for several hours. We wound some things on, turned some things up. We've undone some bits. We've tightened some stuff up. We've lubricated it. It needs stripping and it needs cleaning. Like Hudson was saying, when we took the mechanism out of the stock, it was packed with crap, which could have easily got into the mechanism. So it definitely needs cleaning. But what we've got now is, I'll press go on that a minute. Oh, it was already going. Here we go. Right, let's go again. So we're going on the Zulus now. I'm going to put a hole into this cardboard here. See that group there? That's a whole magazine, which is the best it's shot all day, to be fair. That is the best it's done. So I'm going to put a hole here a minute. And that is exactly where I told it to go. Let's go for it. Same hole. Oh, this one's going to go everywhere. Did you see that then? Hammered that one in. This one's gonna miss, I think. Yeah, that was because it just took an ass kicking to get that one into the chamber. I'm going to ignore that one. Right, I think now. Oh, that was me. That. But if you keep looking through the Zulus a second, right? So what we've got here is that's my point of aim there, and this is the group. Ignore those two outliers there, but we've got the group there. It's the same as here. In trying to figure out what the issue was with the Lyra K, I went onto Google to find out if it was regulated. Now, Google will tell you that it is, and I believed that it was up until I saw another person's video and corresponded with them, and they told me that it's not actually regulated. But I did all of this testing believing that it was. So at this stage, although I've said it's regulated, I know now that it isn't, which makes a lot more sense. Stressful, isn't it? Do you know what? I've had 2 bloody good groups out of it as well. That's what's annoying me. Right, so it is grouping. It's doing something. What it needs is a bloody good clean out. But I've got hope now. I've got a little bit more faith that something good's going to come of it, because I've been wanting to just throw the thing across that there field for most of the day. But that's actually not too bad. It's got some promise. It just definitely does need cleaning out, I think. That's it for now. Probably not going to go on the rats with it today, because I don't trust it on the rats, if I'm honest. Unless we find that one pocket where it was shooting absolutely fine. But yeah, so I'm going to get it cleaned and we'll come back and revisit it another time. Thanks for having me, Hudson. I appreciate you. Right, I can't lie. Got a little bit excited then. When I arrived back at Hudson's farm, he said, I've got someone you might want to shoot in the future. He showed me a couple of places, but that's for another video. Very excited is an understatement. Job in hand today, it's the Lyra K. It's the Lyra K in 0.25. This video is going out regardless. I've watched a couple of other videos. I'm going to put this guy's link in, because he pellet tested a Lyra K in 0.25 very recently. I actually watched his video yesterday. He was getting some really good groups with it. So I've spoken to Bryn. If I can't get this to group, he's going to send it back. He said it might be that there's a problem, but I don't want there to be. Hudson's let me come into the shed today to shoot. It's 23 meters from where I'm sat to the back wall there. What we're going to try is these pellets now. I think it's safe to say that the Air Arms Diablo fields didn't work very well. So we've got the Kings 0.25 and they are 25.39 grain. And then we've got some FX air guns. These was recommended to me. These was terrible grammar. Terrible. These were recommended to me by John from Hawkseye TV, because he's actually shot one of these before and he said he was getting some pretty good groups with the FX 0.25 pellets, and these are 26.6 grain. These are super domes. These are 31 grain. You never know. You never know. Something's got to work. The setup that I've got today, as you can see, is the Lyra K in 0.25 caliber with the Zulus V2 on it. Now, this is the last time I'm using the Zulus V2 today. It's actually going back to D&T. It's been great. I've enjoyed it, but new pastures. I've got to try some other scopes, and I'm going to be trying a Hick Micro Alpex next that I've already got. It's quite long though. It's going to look a bit mad on there, but it's going to do it anyway. So I'm going to go put a target up down here now and see whether or not we can actually get this thing to group today. Let's try. I'm not sure how that camera's going to pick it all up down that way. Do have the Zulus. I will record through the Zulus for the last time. Well, I'm going to try these exact King 0.25s now. I've shot these before and they didn't work too well, but I want to try them out as a sort of control. I know everybody's going to be talking about leading in barrels and everything, and that's absolutely fine. I will try it, and if it doesn't work, I'll try leading in the barrel, see whether or not that helps. But I have just given the barrel a bleeding good clean out and shot a few through it just to try to lead something in. I'm quite keen. Let's go for the top dot a second. Is that recording? Yeah. Keep that same point of aim. Are they going through the same hole? Some of them are going through the same hole, didn't they? Yeah, they were pretty much. So that to me looks as though several of them went through the same hole. Now, obviously we do have some other flyers here, but that does give me a little bit of hope. That's not terrible. Maybe I was feeling a bit dejected last time, I'm not going to lie. I was feeling a little bit put out. I'm going to go straight in now with let's try these super domes a minute. Shall I? No, I'm not going to try the super domes. These are a last resort, these super domes, because they are bloody heavy. 31 grain. I'm not really convinced that a 31 grain pellet for a sub 12 air rifle is going to be any good. These are the FX. Do you know what Hades look like? Very similar to Hades. Now the Hades, for me, work quite well up until the shorter distances. They always have. But past sort of 20, 25 meters, they're not really any good to me. I don't think, in my rifles anyway. But I do like the impact that the open head splaying thing has. I do like that. So that, coupled with being 0.25, that's got to be pretty devastating, isn't it? It's got to be sitting some pests down and not letting them stand back up again. So even without leading in, nothing like that, I'm just going to go for that dot there. Oh, that's no good, is it? That went through, I think. Right. Now, just for the sake of argument, let's just do another 10. Right, let's go for the dot below now. That's the best group I think that this is shot in 5 in a row. I'm actually quite impressed with that. From a pest control standpoint, that's fine. 23 meters we are here. That's fine. Whatever I'm aiming at, I'm hitting with a group that big, which is actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try and zero it. Let's have a go at this a minute. Let's see whether or not this zeroing's out. Oh ho ho. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, is there? John, Orcseye TV, he was right. Nice one, John. I'll put another dot in the card somewhere because they're really hard to see those. Let's try it. Right, let's go for his head this time. I think I'm happy. I think there's a bit of drop on it now. I'm wondering, same for that dot, that hole. Right, there is a bit of drop on it now. Straight through. Right, there's something going on here because that was fine for a minute. Right, we've dropped down to about 250, to 150, sorry. Just under 150. I'm starting to wonder a little bit now. I've just put air back in it, back up to 200. I've got 200 in my bottle, and I want to see. Just want to try something out a minute. I'm not going to go for those splatter targets purely because I can't actually see them. All right, so let's go for that hole there. Okay, I think I've got here. Right, I'm going to just unclip you there a second. Got an actual stack of, where am I? So they are grouping. They're going where they need to go. But as you can see, I'm getting some groups with that. I'm actually quite happy with it. I'm going to do some more tinkering and figuring out, but it seems to me that this Lyra K is something worth working on, I think. I haven't been able to, let me just put this down. Give me 2 secs. So all in all, I was feeling a little bit dejected when I made the last video. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting mega tight groups. It's a 0.25, but I did want it to shoot accurately enough for pest control over 25 meters. I don't shoot squirrels past 25 meters ever. All my squirrel boxes are set at a 25 meter distance. So I needed to make sure that this would do the job at 25 meters. And I think it will, with a little bit of work, a little bit of figuring out. I think it will definitely do that. So I'm actually feeling a bit more positive about it. I'm actually, buzzing with that. But as you can see here, I mean, the groups, if you can hit You can hit rats, you can hit squirrels and all sorts with those size groups, but it's keeping it within that catchment of being able to do that. Before I go, let's just see what it looks like with the new scope on. And there it is. I'm not going to lie. When I first started shooting this, I was really disappointed. But I think there's a little bit, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm actually really happy with it now. I think that I think I can make this thing work as my squirrel gun with that new scope on it as well. I think it looks all right, to be fair. And here's what it looks like a little bit. It's a little sneak peek. So that's what it looks like down through the Hick Micro. I've never used a Hick Micro. This is my first time. This came in on another rifle that I'm going to add into the channel at some point. But today it was all about just trying this one out and just seeing how I got on with it. And it's gone quite well. I'm actually quite pleased with it. So, yeah, the next video will probably be a bench rest video. I'm just waiting on some parts from JB3D. And then it'll be the HFC 500 with the X60i on top of that from Optics Warehouse again. So looking forward to that one. But thank you very much for watching this video. And an extra special thank you to these people for becoming members of my channel. It does help massively. But like and subscribe if you want to, and if you don't want to, as always, you don't have to. You do what makes you happy. It's your YouTube. This has actually made me happy today. It didn't last time I made a video with it, but it has today. So yeah, you do what makes you happy, and I'll see you in the next video. If you can't wait for that, either of these two, just click on any of them. They're just as good as this one. Probably better, that one. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Cheers now. Bye-bye.